Hello, today we're going to talk about exporting libraries from MCQ Composites and importing back then and then creating your own categories. So right here I have the MCQ Composites window, and on the left in my tree I have a library section and a project section which is empty. So I'm going to go ahead and choose one of the projects to open. It's going to bring it down to the bottom. It's also going to have this notes section which has references, your inputs, how well it matches the test data, strain limits, damage and fracture criteria, as well as your reverse engineered fiber matrix properties, and some of your results. Now down here at the bottom, this is our project. We've done some analysis, and again, this is part of the results, so we have something that we want to save and use in the future and create a library for. Now one thing about the project is that when you first open them up, they come out in your users directory, MCQ Composites, projects. So here I have one project. It has the input and output associated with this tape T300 913. The underscore are different fiber matrix calibration, laminate mechanics. So these are different analysis types for this project. The project is also listed right here. Here's the name of the project. And since you haven't saved it yet, it exists here in the users directory. Now the best thing to do is to save it as, go up a directory and name it and save. Now what this does is creates a copy right here ready to go. Now the reason I'm saying to do that is if you bring in, I'm going to go ahead and actually export this, export the project zip file to the desktop, and I'm going to append it with the name. I'm going to overwrite this one, MPRJ, and then the project name. This is just my designation. M for material characterization and qualification, MCQ. It's an MCQ project, and then a project name, a zip file. I'm going to overwrite it. Now if I bring in another project, my project section starts in fresh. But over here in my projects folder, I start adding up the projects that I'm importing that I haven't saved to a specific directory of my choice. I'm going to go ahead and export this project as well. Export to project zip. I'm just saving it in the temporary directory. You have to do that before you export. Going to the desktop, and here I will save it as MPRJ MCQ project tape and the name of it, just to make sure that I know that it's not a library zip file, it's a project zip file. And there's two different types. Now I've exported two project zip files. One way to bring them in and store them into your library section is to right click and say add. In your projects, you can right click and add project from zip file. Go to your desktop, choose one of them, and it will come in right over here ready to use. Another way to do it is to add project, a library, a new project library. Okay. Title it, and becomes a category, and then from there you can add project zip from file. Add one of them. And you can add multiple. Okay, so this is a library created from project zip files. Now if you want to export a library, okay, then you'd want to go ahead and create one, and you can do this with anything that's already given to you. Export to library zip file. Go to your desktop, and I'll put mlib and some name, my projects, saved, and export. Now here in your project, you can add the library from zip file. So there's project zip files and there's library zip files. And I come over here, mlib, my project saved, and it's imported right over here. Okay, this concludes a discussion on libraries, exporting them once you have a finished analysis, and importing back into the library section. Next time you open up MCQ Composites, the libraries will be available to be used. Thank you for joining.